Hey everyone, welcome in. It is time for our Sunday plays, February 27th. I'm Alex here with Odds Checker, here with Micah Roberts, former Las Vegas Sportsbook Director, and Kenny White, former odds maker for the Las Vegas Line. We are winding down in the regular season for college basketball conference tournament games coming up very soon. I know these two are excited. We've got 5 college basketball plays, 3 NBA, and 1 NHL. Let's get started. We're going to start with Kenny. As usual, we're going to the American Athletic Conference, SMU at Houston. Cougars -10, total 136.
Yeah, big game. Number 1 and number 2 team in the American Athletic Conference. Houston number 1 right now, and SMU a win earlier February 9th at home, 85-83. The teams combined to go 20 for 42 from threes. SMU was 12 for 23. Just could not miss, and that's got to have Kelvin Sampson watching that game over and over and over again. Now, I don't want to lay the points with Houston. I want to go under the total. After that first game being as high scoring as it was, this one for first place in the conference, under 136 is my play. The pace is going to be slow because that's the way Houston likes it, especially at home. They're 8-6 under this year in their home games. Now, SMU is a team who has an outstanding offense, does like to run a little bit, but they've run an underrun themselves. 8-10 to the under their last 10 games. Houston's last 5 home games, scoring points, both them and their opponent, 122, 129, 135, 115, and 129. All 5 of those games went under this total of 136. I think it's going to be a closer game than the point spread indicates, but under the total in this one. Houston's defense will show up and will not allow 85 points again.
I like it. Great trends to back it up. Micah, we're going to you. Atlantic 10, George Washington at George Mason. George Mason -10, total 138.5. What do you like here?
Yeah, this number is way too big with how the teams are playing lately. If you look at George Washington, 6-4 their last 10, covered the spread 8 of those games. On the other side, we got George Mason just falling apart. Done well at home, 9-3, but 2-6 their last 8, 3-4-1 against the spread. And when these two met at GW, January 22nd, GW 77-76 winner, they were getting +8 in that game. So I think they got a real good shot here. They're playing well. Neither team's going anywhere, probably NIT or one of those other tournaments. But I expect George Washington to play well. He'll get the cover +10. That's a lot of points.
Yep, we like those double digits. Kenny, back to you in the AAC. Wichita State at Memphis. Tigers -8, 140.5. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Shockers here. +8 against Memphis on the road. Now, Memphis is playing well as of late. Penny Hardaway has his team playing good basketball, but a revenge factor settles in for me. Wichita lost January 1st to Memphis at home, 82-64. They got beat up pretty good. So got to believe Isaac Brown's club is going to be ready for this. They're a solid defensive team, 36th best in the country. Memphis number 38. So 2 really good defensive teams, but I feel like with the revenge factor, a really solid defense in Wichita, we can keep this close. They got a really good rim protector in Marcus Aduze, but they've also got a guard named Craig Porter, who's one of the top block shot guys in college basketball and one of the top steal guys. And Porter's a shutdown guy for Wichita, an outstanding defensive player. And I like to see that matchup in this game. I'll take Wichita +8.
I like it. Off to a good start. Micah, let's go to the Big Ten, Illinois at Michigan. This game is a pick right now, total 141.5.
Yeah, we're going with Illinois and the under, which has been a combination that's cashed the last 3 seasons, and under has happened the last 4 meetings. And I look for Illinois to take advantage of 2 guys still suspended for Michigan for the brawl. Jamal Howard Howard is still out suspended from the Wisconsin game. So this game, they beat Rutgers the last game. Now they're coming back with a much better opponent. I don't think they're going to be up for it. Illinois coming off a bad loss to Ohio State. Not playing extremely well, not covering the number, but this is pick. It's a short number, and the number's a little high with the total here. Both teams probably going to the NCAA. I still don't know about Michigan, how they finish up here, but it looks like they're probably in. So there's no urgency, but Illinois gets the win. Game stays under.
Okay, we've got our Big Ten pick. Now we're going to the Big East. Kenny, St. John's at DePaul. St. John's minus 1.5, total 150.
Yeah, this should be a fun game. First time they played 89-84. St. John's was a winner in that game January 5th. 173 points scored in regulation. And why not? Mike Anderson's St. John's team loves to play end line to end line. They pressure you, they run, they press. Their offense has been outstanding, led by Julian Champagna, had 34 in that first game, and Posh Alexander, their point guard, had 16. Jamon Freeman Liberty leads DePaul in scoring. And Tony Stubblefield's team likes to get up tempo too. So there's a lot of possessions in this game. A lot of fun, back and forth, two good offenses, over 150 for me.
5 great college picks. Let's move to the NBA. Micah, we're going to start with you. Eastern Conference matchup, if you can call it that. Third in the East, Philadelphia at New York. The Knicks are 12th in the East right now. The Sixers minus 6.5 total, 215. James Harden looked like the perfect fit in Philly the other night against Minnesota.
Yeah, let's call them the Super Sixers now. James Harden is the perfect fit. Give me 2.5 weeks before they're in first in the Eastern Conference. Only, 23, 24 more games to go. This is a spot where I think they're going to just show off everybody. The other night against Minnesota, the Timberwolves were on back-to-back nights, so we'll give them a little, credit that way. But they lost 133-102. Tyrese Maxey, 28 points as well. Harden, 27 points, 12 assists, and Embiid, just his regular self, 34-10. I think we're going to see box scores like this nightly with Tobias Harris getting involved. It's a fun team. It just got better, and Harden's motivated. He's kind of a moody type guy. I think he's motivated to play and win a championship. And with the Knicks, this team, I had so much hope for them last year. They were a great team, great cover team, defended well. They were top 2, and it's just gone. It's gone horribly now. And we're looking, it started because of Evan Fournier, Kemba Walker, kind of ruined the flow that this team had, the hustle flow, and got them a little lazy. And they're 10 games below 500. You would think on a Sunday at MSG that the Knicks crowd and everybody would help them to win. But I've done this several times this season watching the Knicks. They don't really have any pride, I think, and that's horrible. One team's fired up, one team's wait for the season to end. Sixers get the cover.
I couldn't agree more. Sixers are definitely fired up. James Harden motivated. Kenny, let's go to the Western Conference. LA Clippers at Houston. Clippers minus 7.5 total, 229.
Yeah, these two just played before the All-Star break. The Clippers won 142-111. Just a high-scoring up-and-down game. Rockets are 18-8 over at home this year, so why not continue same type of pace? Number one in pace and possessions, the Houston Rockets on the season at 101. It's going to be the same. I don't know if it's going to be a 31-point blowout. I doubt it, but I think we can get into the 240s. So the total just 229. I will go over here. The Clippers are 7-3 over their last 10 games, and a very solid offense still, and they like to push the pace too. So. Over 229, Clippers and Rockets.
Love to add an over to our list of plays. Micah, last one in the NBA, Utah Jazz. They are 4th in the West. They're going to Phoenix, who is top of the West. Still no Chris Paul. They are minus 2, total 227.5.
I'm taking the healthy team, and that's the Jazz. I saw Donovan Mitchell put up 33 points against Dallas the other night. With the flu, amazing. So that's one of those things. Rudy Gobert's there. Everybody is healthy. Mike Conley's playing. He hardly ever plays. So they've got everybody healthy. And that's one thing the Suns don't have. And we saw the other night with Chris Paul, a loss to the Pelicans. Pelicans are playing well. McCullough was shooting the ball lights out, but no point guard, nobody leading. They gave the ball to Devin Booker to try to do his best job in the point guard role. His first game was okay. Second game, not so much. It hurt his shooting, and that's a problem because he kind of makes them go with his three-point shots and his aggressive mid-range jumper. Only 10 of 24, 30 points in that loss, and only 5 assists. Bridges had the most assists in the game, 6 for the Suns. So that's not good. Their leader is gone, and I think they're going to struggle a little bit. I don't think they'll lose the number one yet. We talked about that the other day, but they're not the same Suns team that has been clicking all season long. So I'm going to take the Jazz here to flex their muscles a little bit and say, hey, we're coming.
Okay, and I have one NHL play. I'm going to go with Vancouver Rangers under 6. Everyone has their thing. It appears hockey totals are mine. These two, the last 5 times they've met, the total has stayed under. This year, Canucks won 5-2 on November 2nd. Under 7, 1-1 in Canucks' last 9 games, playing on 2 days of rest. And then the Rangers, we know I love them. Defense, 3rd best in the NHL in goals allowed. They are 6-1 to the under in their last 7 games. All right, we're going to do something a little different at the end of this video right now. We are going to each pick a leg of a round robin. Micah, we're going to start with you. I think you're going to piggyback off of one of your previous plays, but tell us why.
Give me GW, George Washington, +10, because that's just way too many points here.
Kenny, what do you have?
I'm going to go with a money line. I'm going to go with Harvard hosting Princeton. Harvard getting plus $1.30. If you remember, I did have Harvard the other day, plus 7.5. They lost by 7. We win by the hook. It's always fun to win by the hook. And in that game, they led at halftime at Princeton. They were down 3 with 5 to go. They were down 4 with 2 minutes to go, and they just couldn't get over the hump. They are tied for the 4th spot in the Ivy League. Only 4 teams go. It's going to be them or Cornell. 2 games left. Harvard needs to win them both. They got to get this win over Princeton. I think they could do it plus $1.30 at home.
All right, and then I'm going to add in Columbus Blue Jackets plus 195. They're playing against Pittsburgh, who's playing on back-to-back nights. Penguins won the first matchup, so we've got the home revenge for the Blue Jackets. They're 4-1 in their last 5. That only loss was to the Hurricanes. They are playing great hockey right now. Let's throw them in our round robin, make it very profitable. Both of you, thank you so much. Great information. As always, I'll see you tomorrow. We've got Micah Roberts, Kenny White. I'm Alex for Odds Checker. Good luck, everyone.